This is 110.
Yeah, this is 110.
All right, here we go.
Word.
Welcome back to the Zero Check Podcast, episode 110. Gentlemen, good evening. How's it going?
What's happening?
Pretty fantastic. Well. Yeah, it's good.
Oh my God, Chris, I haven't heard of what's happening from you in a long time.
You know, you got to save it and then bring it out so it makes an impact.
You used to, all our years gaming together, you would always talk like that. And then I would at work would be like, what's happening to people? And then you stopped and then I stopped, but maybe I'll start up again now.
Maybe you should.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, I have a agenda in front of me on very nice stationery.
You always have an agenda, Mike. I've noticed that about you.
Very nice stationery, no less.
The first item on this agenda is entitled Holiday Release Schedule. The holidays are upon us. Hark the herald angel. What? You don't like me to?
No, we're not parking any heralds here.
For Christmas,
I had a little dreidel. I made it out of clay.
Just as long as no one sings Christmas Shoes.
It's not Thanksgiving
What
yet.
is Christmas Shoes?
It's a stupid song they put on the radio during this time.
The Mariah Carey song is starting again. You. Okay. I'm done.
Christmas
Sorry about
balls, Christmas balls. I've got great big Christmas balls.
that. What is that? Christmas balls. I've
Paint
never
them
heard
up
of this.
like Santa Claus. I love
Jesus.
Christmas balls. It's about my Christmas balls.
Christmas
My
balls.
goodness gracious. We have a
boy.
holiday release schedule that we have decided upon. So we are going to take some time off. I'll get to that in detail in a second. And of course, item number 2 tonight is back to campaign Shrikehaven or whatever we're calling this. Back to the campaign. Back to the game. Back to the
B-Team
game.
Adventures.
Back to the B-Team Adventures. Thank you.
There you go.
Gentlemen, here is the holiday release schedule. I guess is more for the benefit of our listeners and who, by the way, we love. So we are going to take one episode off for Thanksgiving, and then we are going to take a number of episodes off for Christmas and the other holidays and New Year's Eve. So the first thing will be December 2nd, Monday, December 2nd. We will not release. That's going to be the episode that we take off for Thanksgiving. Then we will release episodes on Monday, the 9th of December and Monday, the 16th of December. But then we are going to take December 23rd off for Christmas. We are going to take December 30th off, I guess also for Christmas or kind of New Year's. I don't know. And then we're also going to take January 6th off as well. And we're going to use that to build up a little bit of a cushion to get back into a good spot. So we will release a next episode then on January the 13th of 2025.
Can't believe we're talking about 2025.
Fantastic.
This year's just flown
I don't know
by.
what I'm going to do with my Tuesday nights.
I know. It's going to be like, what are we going to do?
We're still going to be
crazy.
recording on Tuesday nights. We're just going to. No.
That text thread won't go around in the morning. Hey, we'll just take today off. You think about this? Yeah, let's just take tonight off. We're good.
Take a day.
Good.
Tired.
Fast
Someone's
forward
on
to
an
3
airplane.
weeks later. I got to edit this tonight. Yeah, man, if we want to release it.
Yeah, we find ourselves up against some pressure, but the pressure is helpful. I'm a pressure-oriented worker. Are you guys like that? Where it's like I never get something done way ahead of time. I don't have the pressure. I need the pressure.
I need a
Yeah,
deadline
yeah, I
screaming in
think
my
so.
face.
Yeah.
I knew a guy that didn't need the pressure. He would just like something we'd be doing 3 weeks. He would just do it.
Oh, fuck him.
I don't understand
No,
that.
it's his
I'm
problem.
sorry if he was like a really close friend. I didn't mean to actually.
No, he wasn't. I didn't like him either.
You got to watch out for that because then your boss will give you more work.
Yeah, that's right.
Right. I know.
So like you can get it done and then during the status call, make up some bullshit progress report and just give them a dateline. But you're already done. So you can just fuck off and do whatever. No, I'm sorry. I'm not in the corporate world anymore. So yeah, don't do that.
I was going to ask you, when you were in the tech industry or when you were in the corporate world, I've heard stories about computer people setting up automatic like work on their computer and hanging out
dude,
and stuff.
all the
And did you
time.
do some of that?
Of course.
Yeah.
Could you show me some tricks?
I mean, yeah, it depends on what you want to do.
You know what the difference is now, though, is like when I was under deadlines with what I do, like I could just throw on some rock music and get a case of Mountain Dew and just crash for like 16 hours and like bang out a job. But like now, I can't do that. Like I don't have that like I last like 15 minutes of like go time and I'm like, this is fucking boring. And then I'm just
is that a function of age, you think?
I think so.
Or?
Like, or maybe just like I've been doing this close to 30 years. So maybe I'm just kind of,
Well, I look back to, and I mean, I did my fair share of all-nighters, fixing an issue or setting up a server, doing whatever. And yeah, I 24 hours straight or whatever. But I look back, I was doing shit work at the end of that. Like I tried to keep
absolutely.
going,
You're
but
like,
I
yeah,
wasn't doing
yeah,
good work
yeah.
at all. Now I'm at least on. I'm like, I'm tired. You're not going to get good work out of me. I'll come back.
That's
in
actually a really good
30
point,
minutes,
yeah.
right?
Yep.
You know, so
Yeah, you get to that point where you're just like, you're less productive because you're going to have to fix it all in the morning.
We're wizened now.
wizened indeed.
Wizened.
I like that word. Wizened.
I was just going to say that word
Yeah.
kind of bothers me.
Does
What
it?
about it? Yeah, it's just like you're a wizard.
A little bit.
I wish I was a wizard. That'd be awesome.
Sometimes it's like I have to pee. You know, I'm wizened.
Okay, so what are we doing tonight?
You guys want to play some Pathfinder?
Sure.
Yes. I would like to take my
110th
wizened
episode.
characters and let's go play some Pathfinder.
Hang on, let's take a break real quick. I'm wizened. Okay, enough. I'm sorry. I apologize to everybody for everything. Gentlemen, we are playing. Okay, let me try to name the new characters. I've got it this time. We've got
gonna rename.
Calvaris.
Well, we're just going to change it anyway.
Calvaris or Calvaris?
Air.
I'm going with. I think it's Calvaris.
I thought that was
whatever
his
you
name.
want.
I thought his
Whatever
name
you
was
want.
Calvaris or Calvaris. That's his name, right? Is that how you pronounce it?
It's both. Calvaris or Calvaris.
Oh my god!
It's like a choose your own adventure story.
I don't know why I like that. It's so I do. I like that. Okay, Calvaris or Calvaris.
What's your last name? Calvaris. Your first name Calvaris.
It's or Calvaris is his last
That's
name.
his last name.
Calvaris or Calvaris. God, why? I just keep saying it. It's funny. It gets funnier every time.
You're never going to get it right now.
No. We got Velcro Orloth.
Yeah.
No,
Orlog.
Orlog.
Or log.
Just change his last name too, Mike. Fuck it.
Vilgro.
Velcro. Oh my God, this is a disaster. Cormac. Cormac O'Malley.
No. O'Cannon.
O'Cannon.
O'Shanahan.
Cormac O'Cannon. Shit. Noggles.
What's the donkey's name? Mike.
Bruce.
Really?
That was
listen to the
Jaws
podcast?
and Shark. That was the Shark in Jaws.
Yeah.
Duncan.
There you go.
Duncan the donkey.
I just had to relax and it came to me.
Wait, was it
Okay.
Shark and Jaws?
So you guys are down here
Yeah.
in the old Sycamore. Really, it's the healthy more now.
Oh.
You followed Inio's information. You approached the Sycamore. You found the carcass of the boar, determined it was killed by the knife that Jathel owned before she became undead, realized that the boar was killed, not really in a fight, but more just sort of, butchered with the knife. Realized that the boar had been dragged there from the hole in the tree, entered the tree, went down inside the tree, and you found a bunch of elves from Keonan, which you know to be Jathel's place of birth. Down there, the elves exchange a confused look with each other as you come down. They give attack, and you kill them really easily. And one unlucky elf, I think his name was George, or maybe it was John, I can't remember now, has been left alive. And the four new heroes now stand stooped in this sycamore with this elven Keonan prisoner. What do you do?
I think we need some information.
We need to ask some questions.
Yeah.
I think old Velcro is going to walk up and he's going to demand to know who this elf serves. Who is your master? What evil are you here to serve in this?
Who's your daddy and
this
what does
tree.
he do?
That was pretty good.
Yes, that.
I'm a cop, you idiot.
It's not a tumor.
It's not a tumor.
I've always liked Arnold Schwarzenegger. I don't care. All right. So you walk up to the elf. Oh, I'm sorry. What's the truth that Velcro shares with the party after this kill?
Oh, we
I
didn't
think,
kill a large elk.
Oh, it's only a large animal that you share a truth after.
Noggles is
lot-
confused
yeah.
by that, and he wants to share a truth.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So I think he's going to kind of look to Velcro for affirmation while he's telling this truth. And just adding over, it says a couple years ago in the Snickerdoodle Caverns, Elder Dirtclod found me in an unnatural act with a provocative looking hole in the cave wall.
Wow. That's quite a truth.
Wow, that is a provocative act.
Noggles.
Dirtclad.
I appreciate
He's
your
the keeper of the shovel.
appreciate your vulnerability, but I don't think now is the time. Is that?
But I thought we shared truth after combat.
Well, if yes, I know we do share truths. It's just we have an elf in our midst that is evil, probably, and we don't want to share truths with them. That's outside the circle, of course, Noggles.
Oh, okay.
No, I do not want to shut down your truth sharing. I just want you to share appropriately.
Keston walks up. He's like, I got a truth.
Oh God,
Nobody
we don't
cares.
care.
Keston,
Nobody cares.
fuck off.
Please, Keston.
What are you talking about?
What is we? You know what? Let's share. What is your truth, Keston?
Well,
Noggles,
think
I was wrong to even suggest that this was a wrong time to share. I would like to share a new truth that I was mistaken on when to share truth. So please, Keston, what is your truth?
Well, okay. Now, you guys might not know this because my face got rearranged, but I'm pretty sure
We all did notice that, Keston. It is very obvious that is not a natural face.
Right.
Is that your truth? Because we already knew that truth.
No, this truth is not self-evident that I'm about to share. My chin used to have a very distinctive chin dimple before it got rearranged by the Stag Lord, and that chin dimple is shared in our king, King Sertova. And I get the feeling that King Sertova is not a Sertova at all. I think he's a Garrus. I think he's my second cousin.
Keston, that is not a truth. That is just speculation.
Well, I think it's true.
I don't think you understand the point of this exercise.
Dude, I thought that was some juicy gossip.
That is juicy gossip, but we share truths, not potential truths.
He spilled
like
the tea.
My name. It's not like I just made that out of thin air on the spot, Keston, you see. There's a truth, and same with Noggles. His strange adolescent exercises and experiences were not just made up and speculation.
Definitely
Those are
not
things
made
that
up.
happened and were real.
That hole was real.
That hole was real.
That whole was real. It's the B team.
The P team fucks walls.
Apparently.
I mean, come on.
The elf is like watching you guys
Yeah, I bet.
have this like inane conversation, and is just like shaking his head like, what have I
Yes.
gotten myself into?
You and your crew lost to us. That's really, yeah. How's that feel? That's a little wound. That's a little salt in the wound. Yeah.
The elf is facing Velcro, right?
Sure.
I'm going to just walk up behind him and pull my dagger out.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
So now Velcro would, again, back to demand. He wants to know who does this elf serve? And he asks menacingly. He's not smiling or being friendly or anything. He's trying to intimidate. He's an orc, but he's not very intimidating, really.
He sputters as he looks at you. He goes, please, I seek asylum. Take me to Tricaven. I need help.
Oh.
Well,
This actually kind of you've taken me by surprise, elf. I did not expect.
This
Oh, you get
infuriates
mad?
Tavares.
Oh, okay.
Noggles is going to speak up and just say, look, my friend that's behind you right now is going to do terrible things to you. We can talk about some sort of asylum, but we need more information. I think you need to talk. You need to answer my tall orc friend here.
Of course, we're here fleeing from Kionan, the four of us. Now it's only me that remains.
Why did you attack us?
We didn't know who you were.
You didn't ask.
So your first guess was to attack. Your first choice was to attack.
Take me to asylum. Is that what it is? It's called asylum, right? Take me there. To Tricaven for
Do you
asylum.
mean Fort Trand? There is no city named Asylum, fool elf.
Is he standing there going
Yes, take me
parlay?
to Fort Trand.
Parlay.
Tell us for whom you serve, elf.
We were sent here from Kionan to see if Jathel lives.
What do you know of Jathel?
Not much. She was thought dead. Rumors are that she lives. We were sent here with this dagger in an attempt to lure her from hiding. So we planted the dagger, left an obvious trail. We thought she would follow it, but she didn't. Instead, you did.
Why? So
You're not making any sense right now, elf.
you're not giving us all the information, and I suggest you give us the information. My large friend behind you is going to gouge out your left eye.
I was sent by survivors of Jathel's cult. Okay?
That's better.
And I can't go back like this.
Are you associated with the cult?
No. Well, it's hard. It's hard to explain. No.
Brad, can you do
not
some kind of
anymore.
mind
Nobody
control
is.
fuckery on this guy?
Yeah. If Noggles has got something he can do on this elf, like
if not, Chris had an idea of dropping acid in his eyeball or something. I remember that.
Geez, well, somewhere. All right, hold on. Let's not start torturing quite yet.
Well, so yeah, Noggles is going to look over to Cormac and send him a message silently. Like he's going to face away from the elf and he's going to mouth words, and Cormac's going to hear those words in his head. Like, give me a potion or give me a solution that will not harm this elf.
That will not harm the elf. I've studied a lot of different alchemical things, and this might do the trick, but there could be some harm. But I don't know. See what? Maybe I don't know. Maybe we could see if this cult held anything over these elves. Like, why would they even carry out this task for them? And I pull out a dread ampule and hand it to Noggles.
Okay, and Noggles is going to walk up to the elf. So I can use this and pour it on your head, or you could just answer our questions clearly.
Ex-members of her cult want her dead. Thought she was. We were to see if she would be lured out of hiding and report back. I believe that if her old associates know that she lives here, that then they will come for her. But none of us seem to want that. So take me to Fort Trand.
Well, I mean, none of you are going to show back up. So I assume they'll realize that you were discovered or you all ran away. I still don't. Can we break out of character here for a second? I don't understand.
I'm trying to figure out why
is he
doing
working
this?
for a cult if he's not part of the fucking cult?
Yeah.
That doesn't make any fucking sense.
Why does he want to go to Fort Trans so bad?
Here's my thought is like we bring him to an area close to Fort. We don't bring him to Fort Trand. We bring him somewhere nearby that Jathel can meet us there.
Are there any checks or anything that we can roll on this guy's story or what he's wearing, who he lives?
Make a perception check.
Okay.
Yep. My thing is if it's not a cult member, why, unless someone's holding something over you, or you're loyal to them, why would you do something for a group?
It's a 30 for the perception check.
Holy shit.
Okay, so Velcro. The thing that you noted out of character also really kind of perplexes you in character. And it's what Chris is saying too. The story doesn't really add up. Yeah. He's saying, I'm not part of Jathel's cult, which by the way was called the Dark Quorum.
Sign me up. Name.
Yeah, he's not part of, he alleges, I'm not part of the Dark Quorum, but old associates of the Dark Quorum seek to determine whether she's alive or not. And if she's alive, we're going to kill her. Right. So his job was to try to lure her out of hiding, he and the other three elves. He might, you think he could be a mercenary, or maybe there's something else going on here. Maybe even though it's not, the Dark Quorum is apparently no more because Jathel was killed and ousted, right? But maybe there's something new that has replaced it. You're not sure, but it is fishy. This guy has claimed asylum. You're not quite sure how to treat that, whether you'd be expected to bring him back or not. And of course, you yourselves don't even really know Jathel anyway, right? You know of her. Mm-hmm. So that appears to be the situation.
We wouldn't even know where to bring him on, like somewhere to keep him, because we don't really know anybody. It's not like,
we basically taking him back to Amiri, right?
Right.
To figure out,
this would be
what
more
should
of
we do?
a prisoner situation than someone, than we just giving them asylum or letting them
out of
go.
character. I also don't feel like very trusting in bringing this person to Fort Trand. Like,
I don't either.
Like there's a weird thing in my head, like there's some sort of a tracking thing, or this is just going to be a way to find out where Fort Trand is for an attack.
So, Puka, on the other hand, if you were just first day on the job, they're like, hey, go investigate this thing. And then you're like, you take it upon yourself to just, I killed the prisoner. It would have been too dangerous to bring him back. Like, you don't even know who they were talking about. Like, you don't, I don't think we have that authority to make that decision, right? That's where I would be at. So, I mean, Velcro is Velcro is so enamored with hierarchy that I think he would be like, we should take him back to Amiri and let her determine what to do. But he would not. If the Hell Knight cut the head off, I think he would be like, well, we should let Amiri know that happened too next time we see her. It wouldn't be the worst thing in the world.
I think Noggles would be like, this is too complicated. Let's just we took an extra step to try to get this person alive. We're not getting any really helpful information for immediate. Like, well, I guess let's ask the elf. Are there any more of you in this cavern?
No, it's just us.
And that's, so that kind of sums up the amount of useful information Noggles can get from this. And so, I mean, are there other groups living in the Sycamore now? Like, there an authority there that we can be like, hey, this elf was here. Like, I mean, are there some type of security group there that we could turn them over to?
No, the Sycamore has remained abandoned.
It's remained empty. Okay.
Nobody lives here. There's nobody here.
Well, I guess we could go back and report to Amir that we have opened a new morgue for Shrikehaven, and it's currently capacity. I mean, that's one thing that we could do.
I don't know. I think also tying up the elf and bringing it to a different meeting place. Like, I mean, even
outside the city,
yeah, like to the Snickerdoodle Caverns.
That's not because there's jail there, right? At the start of the Snickerdoodle
Cavern. And Noggles would know where that is.
Yep.
Yeah.
We've got a prison over at the Snickerdoodle Cavern. It's just holding sacks of ore right now.
Yeah, and while not part of Shrikehaven officially, it's kind of like a vassal almost. So yeah, I think that's good. It kind of keeps it clandestine, and then we can go tell Mary where George is at, or was this Paul or John?
Might have been Ringo.
John.
Okay.
Yeah, his name is John.
Elf, your name is not Pete Best, is it?
He's like, no. Okay. I've been in the Beatles the whole time. Now
let's go meet our kobold friends, Elf. And he roughly lifts him up and...
So wait, what do you mean, kobold friends?
We have to check out your story, so we need somewhere to keep you until we can verify the things you've said.
Have you ever heard tell of the Snickerdoodle clan?
No.
My young friend Noggles can tell you the tales of the amazing adventures of this. You will show respect to the Snickerdoodles, or the Snickerdoodles will eat your face, friend. I don't know if that's a good threat or not, but that's all I can think of.
Oh, he says, I'll be very compliant. He holds his wrists up. He has thin little wrists. He holds them up. And
he grabs... Velcro grabs Keston Garris and he says, look at his face. His face used to be beautiful until he messed with the Snickerdoodles. And this is what the Snickerdoodles did to... Shut up, Keston.
No, that's not true. Keston looks at John. Keston looks at John, and Keston's like, now you going to be good? Come on, let's get going. And fellas, I think we should take these other corpses out of here too. I don't want to poison the sycamore tree. And he begins like roughly picking up, the other corpses, and Keston begins moving out of the Sycamore. Oh, and they have a little campsite in here. And I guess I didn't do a good job of describing this to you, but they've been, the four elves were living here for sure, and maybe have been for a number of weeks. So they came here, they set up, and it kind of seems to track, like they set up this sort of ruse, and, their whole game was like, this dagger, it will be noticed. If Jathel's here, she'll notice it. And she will come and track us down. We'll stake out the boar, we'll sight her, and then we'll get out of here. That's basically the plan, and go back to Keonan and report. But
yeah, so seeing that they're kind of camped out here, Cormac's going to start poking around and rummaging through their stuff, looking for provisions or things he could use.
Yeah, they have rations, sleeping bags, food. They have, between all four of them on their corpses, roughly 60 gold, on there. And John has, a portion of that. You can liberate all of that. Otherwise they have mundane equipment. But their equipment is very much Keonan. And Keston's like, I don't know. Do you think we just created an international incident? We just killed Keonan citizens, in Shrikehaven. I don't know, fellas.
Noggles is going to look around everyone else and like, did I hear one of you ask for his opinion? I didn't hear anything. Did you guys hear anything?
We were attacked.
Yeah, it was self-defense.
We defended ourselves against foreign invaders.
Well, we should do a really good job of documenting what we did and why we did it, just in case this ever becomes important down the line.
I'll write a memo and I'll CC myself, and we'll be good. It'll be fine.
All right.
Keston, we talked about it, and we feel like leaving the Sycamore unguarded is an unwise move at this juncture. So we would ask that you be brave and keep track of the Sycamore, and we will let Amiri know of your bravery, and she will ask to send someone to relieve you. Keston, we will take your leave now, and please keep the Sycamore safe.
Okay,
from future
Velcro.
invasions.
I will stay here, and I will stay here.
And we leave. I guess we go back to the Snickerdoodle Caverns.
Okay.
Are you mad that we made you like Keston at the Sycamore?
Well, I agreed to that pretty quickly, didn't I?
You did.
Well, really more is like a scouting role in case they send more of these.
Yeah.
Well, honestly,
More of
I
these
was
dudes.
going to say when we got back, we should say, hey, we need to put like scout patrols to like, we can't have people camping up in the different places, right?
Yeah. This is all the king's land.
What time of day did we come in here?
Midday.
Midday. Okay.
Yeah, I guess use the rest of the day to I guess we don't want to bury him under this tree or it'll get sick.
I love the idea of being like, all right, Keston, we're all leaving. He's like, bye guys. And we walk like 30 feet and set up camp.
You could smell our campfire from inside.
Hey, you guys, you took all the food? Are you cooking out there? Can I come and eat too?
That's great.
Yeah. So Keston stays back to guard the old Sycamore, and he'll take care of the bodies. He's
We
fine
really
with that.
do send somebody out to like, I really do think he needs to stay there and guard it and make sure like there's no one else there. Somebody else shows up. And then we'll send other people out to relieve him and make sure the strike
Yeah, and the
team folks
shoot
know.
scale caverns are only just a fur piece away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
It's a
the Snickerdoodle Caverns.
the Snickerdoodle Caverns are 1 hex away, so you can make that by midday the next day for sure.
Fantastic.
Easy trip.
And then we see in the newspaper, and it's talking about local hero Keston Garrus keeping the Sycamore safe.
While we're
News travels fast.
while we're
Sycamore.
camping at night, Calveras has a small iron kind of bar with a C on it. And he's going to set it in the fire.
Oh, God.
And then he's going to brand the elf on the palm of his hand.
Oh, shit.
Because I brand everybody I capture to let everybody know that I've captured them.
Oh.
So you're approaching John with this red hot thing, all hell nighty. And he's like, wait. He's like, I held something back. Wait.
Speak, elf.
And he looks at the others. Don't do that. Wait. And he looks to the others. He's like, I need assurances. What kind of country is this? I need assurances.
Calveras, what is this? Like, because Noggles doesn't really know what he's doing. Like, is this
Are we
something?
awake?
Is this something
like
you have
middle
to
of
do?
the night?
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. Are we awake, Bill, or is this like? while we're sleeping?
I'm doing it. I'm not. We just got done eating. Like
we're just all sitting around the campfire, and suddenly you come over and start looking to brand the elf.
Like, Noggles is curious. Like, is this something you
I
have to
dropped
do?
the hot iron thing in the poker. Or I dropped the hot iron thing in the fire. And I don't know if you guys saw me or not, but I didn't say anything. But it's just a thing that I do because my Hell Knight order chases down people and catches them. So
Does
in order
your,
to let
like-
people know that I've caught them, I brand them with a C.
Is this like a requirement for you? Like, is
No.
this
Well, I mean, it's just something he does.
okay?
Yeah, I think Velcro would be a little bit taken aback and be like, Hell Knight, I don't think we need to torture this elf.
It's not torturing. I'm just
further.
marking him.
I think while you guys are having that discussion, I'll approach you. I'll feel like I think we can ensure your safety. But if you've got anything else to share, like, it definitely go a long way.
The merchant. He's in on it.
Him will brand.
I'll look at Velcro and go, deal.
I mean, he tells you, the merchant, Inio, that's his real name. He's watching Fort Trand for Jathal.
Oh.
Okay,
All right.
Interesting.
He may be already gone.
So he would have reported back.
We got the dagger.
Yeah, 4 goons bought the dagger instead, right?
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Henchman? Do you prefer henchman?
Goons? I feel
4 goons and a good-looking man named Keston Garrus.
Oh, Jesus.
And the hero,
Here,
Keston,
the hero of
everybody's
Fort
fucking
Trand.
mean to.
The hero of Oleg's trade post, Keston Garrus.
I guess Noggles, trying to appease everybody here, would maybe check with Cormac to see what kind of inks he has, and maybe suggest that Calvaris could write or like a permanent ink or something.
Oh yeah, like a nameplate. Okay, yeah. So I pull up my writing set and you're John, right? So yeah, John writes out John, and then I fashion out of some hemp string a little thing to wear around his neck with his name tag. Yeah, John the elf.
I was hoping we can maybe tattoo it into his skin, but whatever.
Baby steps.
Noggles will show Calvaris the cantrip deck that he has and say, I think there's one that can do a sigil. Next time we're in town, we can get you a cantrip deck for sigil.
There you go. Oh. All right, so let's camp out, drop the suit off at Snickerdoodles, go find the merchant, and go talk to Amiri.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. We're going to the Snickerdoodle Caverns.
Yeah, we're going to Snickerdoodle Caverns. Going to drop this guy off.
Stop and have a beer at Hoots.
Go see if there's a dirt wall anywhere. That dirt clod. What was it before?
Oh, dirt clod. Yeah.
Dirt clod.
Elder dirt clod.
Elder dirt clod.
So in this episode, we almost have had a branding and a glory hole situation. And okay,
there was no almost. Like that actually happened. That was the truth, Mike.
Yeah, the glory hole was real. The branding didn't happen yet.
You set out the next morning. You reach the Snickerdoodle by mid-morning, Snickerdoodle Caverns, and the caverns have grown as well. Chris, you mentioned that the Snickerdoodle Cavern is like a vassal, but at this point, I see Shrikehaven's territory is probably encompassing the Snickerdoodle Caverns, and I see the Snickerdoodle Caverns as a village that's incorporated entirely into the kingdom, unless you're thinking maybe Sertova wouldn't go that direction with these guys.
No, I just mind blanked. It does look like our borders encompass the Snickerdoodle area, so yeah, I guess it's part of Shrikehaven.
There's a Hoots here.
And do you think they have their own little their own little police force, and like the road, like the main highway runs through there, but it's like it slows down to like 30, and that's how they get you. Follow the laws, right?
Well, I think that's a question. Let's step back into the roles of the court of Shrikehaven, and that's an interesting question. Are you for a decentralized sort of government here, where King Snickerdoodle, or maybe he's Governor Snickerdoodle now, is still left to run the day-to-day for the caverns, or is there more of a control that
I think that's definitely how it has to work. Just because I can see going forward the distances involved wouldn't allow central control like that, so I think it will have to be a little decentralized.
I think we would probably have agents that manage the roads.
Sure. Yeah. And there's trade and constant communication and mail between. I mean, you guys know what's going on there for sure.
It's certainly more than it's way more than a protectorate, but it's not quite like just a part of the kind of a city within, right? Kind of situation. So,
well, from a game mechanic standpoint, I don't see a distinction between Kree-Tower, Snickerdoodle.
Yeah,
I don't see a distinction between Olegton that's sprung up to the north, nor the Veskit Island, which has been integrated into the kingdom at this point too.
Olegton's kind of new money, though.
Oh,
yeah, they're kind of Nuevo rich, so not quite the same, but that's okay.
Well, are you sure? Because I see Olegton as sort of like Restov people are coming and resettling in Oleg's trade post, to leave
the Euro trash, right? I mean, yeah.
Can we say that Euro trash?
I think that's like an old. That's like
we have a lot of European listeners.
The Euro trash isn't really a thing anymore. It's like from the 80s.
We see the locations of the downloads. We got a lot of people in Europe.
That's true.
Yeah.
All right.
Hi, hello.
We'll sub in American white trash.
Old country. How are you guys doing over there?
Old country.
We like you. I feel like we're all over the place, but I enjoy talking about kind of the macro stuff that's going on too. You arrive at the Snickerdoodle Caverns, and really, the village has sprung up around the caverns. 2 years ago, when the A team arrived here, it was just a cave, right? Mm. Now there's Hoots, the bar. There's multiple other structures. There's a very small town hall that appears to have the same designer as the town hall in Fort Trand. You wonder if Mitchell Groening maybe had a hand in this.
Do I see a Dundee Sundries 2? Is that the sign that we see?
Oh my God! Is Jubilost franchising?
I think he's franchising.
Coming soon, maybe.
Yeah, there's coming soon.
Pardon our dust.
Yeah, Dundee Sundries. This one's called. What would this one be called? I guess it can be a Dundee Sundries. Yeah, it's a Dundee Sundries. Yeah, there's a Sundries that's going to be opening.
It could be a Knickknacks at Micmacs.
Maybe he's
rebranding. Maybe it's like he's going to just Dundee's, but it's like Dundee and like EZ with an arrow. Like he's really he's really getting into the marketing and the psychology of it.
Could be, yeah. But yeah, it's a town of 100, 200 people are now living here, and it's a lot of kobolds. And it's not just the dark gray colored kobolds. There's other, scale colors there too.
6 microbreweries, 120 people.
6 microbreweries. There's even a nano brewery there. The two. But look, humans, halflings, elves are living here too. It's a very, from an ancestry standpoint, it's very diverse.
Probably a couple.
But yeah, you get there, and it's Governor Snickerdoodle. You're able to get in to see Governor Snickerdoodle, and he's doing great. He's good. None of you guys know him. You know him maybe by some reputation, like you're aware. And Governor Snickerdoodle is like, well, of course, yeah, we'll take possession. And he leads you down into the silver mines to the cell that Jaethal herself was kept in.
Wow.
And he's like, we don't have a ton of use for this these days. The agents from Fort Trand will typically help us through any of these kind of things. But yeah, no, let's go ahead and we'll inter him here. We'll take good care of him, and we'll communicate that we've got him. And yeah, sure, you got it.
Governor Snickerdoodle, it is a great honor to meet you, sir.
Well, you as well, sir. What is your name?
My name is Velcro.
Are you comfortable in these caves? You're quite a large fella.
I am feel clumsy right now inside these caves. I feel like I were
home. Maybe you'd get to know it a little bit better.
It does not feel like my home. Therefore, I feel like I am. What is it called? It's not what the fuck? Squeezing. I'm squeezing.
Yeah, you look a little squuzzed.
And Brad, you're the kind of the kobold expert at this point. What does a governor kobold wear? Like, what does that outfit look like on a day-to-day? What's he get out of bed and dress up in?
I think we described, Tartuk was wearing like an eggplant with a grass skirt. So
yeah,
probably something pretty gaudy.
You think it's similar? Yeah.
Tartuk wore what Tartuccio thought a savage kobold king would wear. Right. Okay.
I would imagine it's the same form, but like more formal and actually more put together kind of.
Okay. Yeah. And by the way, I have to believe that Governor Snickerdoodle when he was just Snickerdoodle, right? Yes.
Well, yeah, and Noggles is actually hiding behind Velcro and Calveris because he was part of Tartuk's group, he was being trained under him. So it's like there's not necessarily hard feelings. Like there was an understanding that he was like a thrall, but like not really. Yeah. It's not like we're buddies or anything. Yeah. Well,
here's what Governor Snickerdoodle says. He goes, and I have to believe that's probably why you guys, enjoy the hospitality here is because you're with Noggles. And he goes, it's okay, Noggles, come out. It's okay. You're welcome here. You don't have to worry. Stay the night and make yourself at home. Noggles, I might be able to find that. No, I'm not going to make a glory hole joke. He doesn't know. He doesn't know that Noggles tried to got a little weird with a wall. Doesn't say that.
Does he mention he's got a date later with his new girlfriend Dirtclad and it gets weird from there? Is that a no? Okay.
Noggles, I need to tell you that I've been dating your mother. No, just kidding. Just joking. No, I think that he like any sort of good governor, I think he desires some kind of unity here. And I think he likes Noggles and knows that Noggles was sort of in a terrible position when Tartuccio was in charge. He sees Noggles very much as a victim of Tartuccio as much as anybody else. So he treats Noggles warmly, is what I'm trying to tell you.
That's fantastic.
Nice.
Nice.
So yeah, I guess back to Fort Trand then.
Sure.
Yep.
And as we're leaving town,
the
outskirts of town, I'm assuming there's a sign saying, Snickerdoodle, Cormac's going to go over there and under the name of the town where it's got the population, I'm going to kind of scratch that out and increase it by 1 for our new elf friend there.
+1.
Nice.
Yeah, Bill, that's a good point. Did we stay the night at the
stay the night?
Cavern?
You can stay at Hoots. Hoots is an inn.
Because I'm going to get hammered
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's
You guys
have a
going
night
to
at
Hoots?
Yeah.
I'm going to get shit-faced at
All
Hoots.
right.
Is Cormac going to hang out with us?
Yeah, but he's not going to drink though.
Right. Yeah. No, I don't.
He's got
Just
he's
the big
he's
two
recovering.
unruly guys are going to get shit-faced. I like it.
I think Velcro and Cormac are going to talk about sciencey things.
Yeah.
All right. Cut to the inside of Hoots. Okay. Bunch of kobold miners are there. Okay. They're all covered in dirt, covered in silver shavings. They're having a nice pint of kobold mead. Saloon doors swing open. In walks Calvaris, the Hell Knight. Behind him, Velcro. Behind him, Noggles. Bringing up the rear, Cormac. Okay. Everyone kind of looks at you guys a little weird, but there's a couple seats at the bar. And there's a kobold behind the bar. His name is Frumpkins.
I'm gonna pull a handful of coins out of my coin purse, and I'm gonna announce for the hardworking people of this city, the next round's on me, and I'm gonna drop the money on the bar.
Oh my God. Every kobold in the establishment stands up. They all go, yeah. And then they each one after another take their glasses and they smash them to the ground one after another. And they're just like,
that.
And Frumpkins is like, God damn it.
So Mike, there is a famous kobold song that you actually did in one of these episodes that Mick Mac sang. Yeah, that he sang when he walked into the caverns with the statue.
Can you tell me? I can't remember.
Yeah, I took notes. This is great. We've got the statue. Fuck you, Mitflits. We're not going to turn yellow and die now.
That sounds vaguely familiar.
That's a good song.
You hear a bunch of drunken kobolds in the back slurring.
Singing that.
We got the statue.
That's fucking
Fuck
great.
you, Midflits.
We got the statue, you Mitflits.
That's fucking great.
Well, it's funny because your brain is in the same place mine is. It seems as though the kobolds have developed a recreation of Chief Sootscale's destruction of the statue.
Yeah.
And when they are exuberant, they throw to the ground whatever they have in their hands and destroy it.
Awesome.
That's fantastic.
Oh, that is so amazing.
And so you come in, you announce free drinks all around. Frumpkin's like, no. And then all the miners smash their glasses to the ground. That's what happens.
That's fantastic.
Oh my God. I love that just occurred.
You sit down, I assume. Frumpkins is like, don't worry about it, guys.
Excuse me, barkeep. What do you have on tap? I would like something local. I know you have many microbrews. We literally just talked about it.
Well, could I interest you in a moon radish mead?
Oh my God. Yes. What's the alcohol content on that?
Well,
I'm an orc, sir.
In Shrikehaven, we don't describe a
3-2 beer?
No, we have 3 classifications. We have green, yellow, and red.
Oh.
This is yellow.
All right. I will enjoy my yellow. What was it? It was moon radish mead.
Moon radish mead here, and he's got a tapped barrel behind him, and he's like, "Would you like a sample?" And he says, "Or you can get a flight if you'd like to try some other things."
Yes, I would definitely enjoy a flight here at Snickerdoodle Caverns.
So he's got moon radish mead, He's got the area has there's this invasive plant which has begun multiplying everywhere. Wolfsbane doesn't have a natural predator.
That's right.
So they're using wolfsbane to like a wolfsbane mash liquor or something. And he's got a little bit of that. And, I don't know. He's got a whole flight of stuff. He sets it down in front of you. It's okay. There's wineries in Kansas. Do you guys know about this? You drink the wine there. It's only okay. Mm-hmm. That's about the level of sophistication we're talking about. But they're minor kobolds. I mean, this will not be a famous brewery someday. But it sure tastes good after a long day.
And, it may all come out of the same tap, but you get to sit down and you look and you get to make a choice and you're like, I want this one this time. It's the exact same thing, but you made a choice and you get drunk eventually. And I think it works out good. So I love that we're having a flight at Hoots. This is amazing.
You're having a flight at Hoots. It's very nice. And everyone, it's good. I've said this a couple of times to you guys. One of the things about Shrikehaven is that it is peaceful. And what you're seeing is a more steady existence than what others may be experiencing in Brevoy right now. The Brevoy is politically is in some turmoil the last year or so, and maybe nearing a civil war. Between the Rossland people and then the people to the north. I think they're Ilias. I think is there. There were two regions that combined together to create Brevoy. And there's a lot of separation now happening between these two camps. And you have to wonder if, like, from a political standpoint, if that's also helping to cause the population surge in Shrikehaven, because Shrikehaven doesn't have these political issues.
Interesting.
Nice.
Well, I'm curious to understand from the King's Council how we feel about the Civil War that is brewing. And are we participating in that at all? Are we getting involved in geopolitical situations?
Yes. Maybe
not. King Sertova's got a cousin that rules Brevoy, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Oh no.
So you got to put a call out to the family.
Could be
a good time for King Sertova just to slide in.
There you go.
The new king.
Say that out loud.
Yeah, maybe don't. Yeah. That's how King Sertova was assassinated. Someone was like, "Oh, maybe you'll be the king." No, I'm just kidding. Well, fellas, I know we're kind of meandering. I'm actually having a wonderful time just sitting here. It's what a wonderful dessert to eat, to sit here and just hang out in this region that we've developed from the ground up together. I just love it.
Cool.
Yeah.
That and we're all a little bit looser with these characters because there's no expectation of them. So we could just do what we want and say what we want.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's Calveris doing at this bar? Like, does he have a personality when he gets a couple drinks?
Oh, he's just like me when he's drunk, fucking laughing, friendly, fucking causing a ruckus with everybody. Just having a good old time.
Yeah. If you were to walk back into this bar 2 years later, they'd know you by where you're from. Where is he from? They'd go, "Hey, Chiliacs."
Yeah.
When you come in, they'd know you.
That happened to me at a bar in Atlanta.
That's right.
The Brave Stadium. Hey, Nashville. No. Shit.
It's odd. Like, no, seriously, even we haven't done a ton of world building, but we've got little things in here and it's just neat, right? I mean, we got Hoots. We're talking about franchises and it's just cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. You eventually make your way up to the inn that night and sleep off the fun you had, and you get up the next morning, and really with the road here, it's not, maybe it's a day and a half journey to Fort Trand ish, you're able to make good time.
Well-traveled roads.
And if you're telling me that's what you do, then that's what we do.
Yeah, we're going to go talk to Amiri.
We talked to Amiri. Did we go try to find this vendor
I get to brand the merchant. Let's go do that.
Well, all right. So you make it into Fort Trand, around the lunch hour, 2 days later, we'll say, and you're here, looks relatively unchanged from when you left, of course. You hit that merchant's quarter, and the place where Inio's tent is gone. He's not there.
Well, I'm sure that we filled out, I'm sure we made him fill out like a merchant permit slip
Right.
to set up shop. And so we've got all his details and we can track him down from that, right? Because we keep meticulous paperwork.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, like a mailing address, tax ID number, all that shit.
Yeah. If Ogjulinus and Tompton had anything to do with it, probably.
I think we need to have
Talk to Amari now, or Amiri. Yeah.
Yeah, see if we can get an audience with her.
Yep.
Yeah.
It takes the better part of an hour, but she's able to see you. She receives you back in her office with the challenge coins everywhere. And she takes your report. Do you just tell her everything?
Everything. Just lay it all out there.
Oh, yeah. And we don't
Yeah,
go back.
full download. I mean, we found these elves. They attacked us. We killed them all. Captured one. You know,
They only had
left them
10
at
gold on them.
Snickerdoodle, and then reveal the Inari. What's this guy's name? Enio. Yeah. Reveal
Okay.
that he's working with him.
So it sounds like Cormac, with his attention to detail, maybe takes the initiative here and tells her everything. And
Yeah, and it's all very factual. There's no like what's the word? There's no
judgment or
well,
like
that and there's no flowery language either. It's almost like a police report.
yeah.
In that style.
Sterile, very sterile.
Yeah,
Right?
very
How you're giving it
sterile.
back, yeah.
All right. So as you're going through everything, Amiri's demeanor shifts. You know, she goes from sort of hearing what you're saying to she eventually holds up a finger for you to stop. And she pulls out like quill and a scroll. And she's like beginning to, write down very specific details. And from time to time, she asks you to stop so that she can get caught up. And she's very carefully documenting all of this stuff. And roll a perception check. All y'all. Let's start with Cormac.
14.
Anyone beat a 14?
Nope.
Okay. Cormac, when you get to the part about them being from Keonan, Amiri develops a crease in her forehead, and she is concerned. And when you say that they were slain in self-defense, she writes self-defense like really big, on the parchment. And she tells you guys, we're going to need you to swear to this, and you may hear from us again if this becomes a problem, I guess is what I'm trying to tell you. But
Amir, I'm
glad-
sure the elf will be honest and tell you the true account if you ask the prisoner.
Of
I'm
course,
sure of it.
John, you say, interred at the...
Governor
Snickerdoodle
Snickerdoodle
Caverns.
is taking good care of him.
I understand. She says, good, thank you. I think that will be all for this. We will take it from here, and we appreciate your efforts.
What of do we ask about Inyo? Does she, or whatever his name was,
Inyo.
Yeah, Inyo, do we need to try to chase him down? What happens when we tell her about him?
She goes, well, I may ask you to do that. I may not. Truth be told, I'm going to need to report what you told me to the people I work for, and we'll go from there. In the meantime, what I'd like you guys to do is relax a little bit around the city for a day or so, just in case I need you for something. You don't hear from me in the next day or two. I think I want you to head for Oleg's and go find Jod Kafkin. Then make for the Temple of the Elk.
Fair enough.
Sounds good. And as Cormac's kind of signing this, I don't know, affidavit or whatever, where his report was, very sterile and straight, no flowery language. His signature's it's a John Hancock for sure.
Nice. So after you guys sign this, she takes it up, she rolls it up, she ties a bit of twine around it, and she goes, that'll be all. And she walks through the southern door that you originally saw her come through. And as that door swings open, you see two people that are like kind of sitting together, having a quick conversation on like a comfy couch. And it's definitely General Colmay and Treasurer Ogjulinus and Tompton. And you catch this like little glimpse of them as they're in there kind of like working on something. And Amiri walks to them. She like holds this parchment out in front of her. and she puts a hand on a hip and she begins to like talk and gesture to them. And then shoop, the door just closes.
That's pretty cool.
That's pretty sweet.
I love that, Mike.
there.
I mean, I hate it because I want to know what they're saying, but I love that you just did that to us. That's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. You like that?
That's good. Yeah.
I liked it too.